All right, so once we're logged in, you'll see three different options. We want to click on schedule. And once we click on schedule, click that little plus sign down in the bottom corner, click on work order. Once that's opened up, you want to click on the customer that you're doing work for. We're just going to do test customer right now. So we got test customer in there. You can see all these different options. We would just want to click on the plus sign beside items, and that's going to pull up our vehicle scanning tool. So I have my vehicle here that I'm going to scan, and basically it pulls up all the information there for that vehicle. We can put in the color and the stock number. I would say the stock number is the most important. The color is just, if you want to do that, you can. It puts in the full VIN number. That's going to be nice to have. The next thing we want to click on is that plus sign beside service. And the only one we want to worry about in here is service. So click on service. It's got all the different services we offer. Click on the top category option. Click on paint touch-ups. We'll be working in paint touch-ups. It's got all these services for paint touch-ups. We'll click on the $95 one, paint touch-up here. So once we get that in there, then we can add another service. So to this car, we're going to do some other services. So we'll click in services again, category, paint touch-ups, and then we're going to look for wet sanding and buffing here. And we can adjust these prices on any of these services. So we're going to change that to $35. And that takes care of that vehicle. We did both of those services to that vehicle. So now we're gonna go back and click a new vehicle. Up at the top, there's that plus sign beside items. And here we are. I'm gonna scan that same vehicle again, just to show you. It'll say right in the app, duplicate VIN, and it'll show what was done to that vehicle. So that way we're not double charging the dealership for the same services and everything. That's gonna be a really nice tool, it'll let us know if we double charge for anything. So there again, we're going to click on the plus sign beside items, and we're going to go scan this van right here, and we're just scan the VIN number. And there again, you can put these VIN numbers in manually if you want to. It's up to you, or you can copy and paste them in there. Some guys do that. So we'll put in the stock number and all that. If for instance, you already have a paper invoice, we tell all the guys, just transfer that paper invoice into electronic invoice. If you only have the last 8 of the VIN, put that in there manually. So here we are in the services. We're doing PDR this time. And we're going to pick out a PDR repair for this. That's a left bedside dents. We're going to change that from $75 to $95 on this repair. We're going to add in another service, and at the top category, we are going to do a paint touch-up for $95 on that. So that takes care of that vehicle. Now we're going to go scan another vehicle here and get my truck in. And we've done work on this too, so it's gonna pull up, We've been doing some test stuff like this here. So we're gonna click perform service anyhow, and then put in all our information there. If you put in the stuff manually, the thing you have to make sure is put in the vehicle type, like truck, van, car. If you don't put in that, in the model number and all that, it won't let you add that vehicle in. So we're going to click on service. This time we're in the search bar. We're going to just search for what we want, because you can do it that way too. Everybody has a different preference. So we're just going to type in here touch-up, and it'll pull up different touch-ups there. So we're going to click on the $85 one, and we're going to change that to actually $135, because maybe it was a pretty bad touch-up on that. So So we have that vehicle in, we have that service in now. Now we're going to go up and assign a technician. So that's, you definitely need to assign a technician for every invoice you do. It'll keep track of your commission rates and everything. It'll make it really easy to, keep track of all your sales. So now the other nice thing is we can take a picture. We can click on that picture thing. And if you did a $500 dent, you can put a before and after on that maybe. I don't know if I would do it to every single repair just because they could get spoiled. They want pictures of everything, but maybe the substantial stuff you want to do. Next thing, you want to be in front of the manager before you click complete work order, then they sign for it. At the very bottom, it was green, complete work order. Okay, once we do that, we back out of it and we go into completed, and then it brings up that work order right here. So we want to click on that email envelope at the very top right corner. And now we're going to create a new contact. Maybe a new manager's there, or this is a parts department that has to write out a PO for this invoice. We put all this information right in here, and we're going to click create contact. Then it will save it in there for the next time you come in. You won't have to re-enter that. Some guys, then one dealership has 8 emails in there. It's ridiculous. But there is a thing on the bottom if you just want to send a one-time email. You can do that too. You can unselect people. But after this, we got to click invoice. As soon as this is done, we're going to click invoice at the bottom in green, and that's going to invoice that work order out. So it'll be in red now. It'll say invoice. We know that was invoiced out. And it will say invoiced right under the work order right here. Okay, so we know that was done. So that's a pretty important part. So now I'm going to show you what the email looks like when the manager receives it. It's a nice professional looking email. It's got the full VIN numbers, all the services done, all the prices. It adds everything up for everybody, makes it nice and neat and clean. So that's it.